Hi everyone, my name is Joel Kanjinga. For my final project, I chose to work on a movie titled The Sea Inside. I chose this movie because it talks about an important and controversial topic that we discussed in week 2 of our class, death and dying and euthanasia. The Sea Inside is a movie based on a true story of a Spanish man named Roman San Pedro. He was a ship mechanic and a poet who had a diving accident that left him bedridden for the rest of his life. Knowing that he could never move again and that his life would always depend on the care of others, he decided to end his life in a dignified way. Ramon positively influenced the lives of those who knew him, and he developed a close friendship with his lawyer, Julia, who also suffered from a degenerative condition and understood very well Ramon wished to die as she has also wished to die herself. Ramon also developed a close relationship with Rosa, who tried to convince him to know then that life is worth living no matter what. For over 28 years, Ramon fought for the legal right to end his own life because for him, life in his condition had no dignity. When the judges refused to grant his wish to die, he decided to end his life with the help of his friend Rosa. The scene side highlights the controversy over euthanasia and assisted suicide. Euthanasia is a very sensitive and controversial topic in our society because it just doesn't involve a personal decision, but culture and religion get involved when it comes to this issue. People still have hard time to accept the death in our society. And in many countries, including some states here in the US, euthanasia is still considered illegal and punishable by the law. The movie highlights several themes, but I picked two themes, and the first theme is respect for autonomy. Respect for autonomy is the patient's right to make informed decisions about their own medical care. In the case of Ramon, his right to autonomy was not respected by his family and the law and by the judges because they refused to honor his wish to die and to rest in peace. In the movie is the theme of non-maleficence. Non-maleficence says not to harm or inflicting the least harm possible to reach a beneficial outcome that will benefit the patient, of course. And in the case of Ramon, the judges refused to grant his wish to die because they believed that um, allowing him to die or to have assisted suicide would be hurting him. So they'll hurt him if they allowed him to die. So that's why the judges refused to grant his wish to die. Um, this movie, the movies are very well related to to the course material that we viewed in week 2. And it's also very closely related to the case of McCarthy, um, Larry James McCarthy, that we saw during week 2, who also wanted to die because of his condition as a quadriplegic. Sorry. So, the movie The Same Side is very close related to the case of McCarthy. That's what I think. And also, this movie well portrayed the debate around euthanasia, as this is a very difficult issue in our society. It is very hard for us to accept it when a person who is in his or her right state of mind chooses to die. So we as a society still find it hard to grant those people who think that their life isn't worth living anymore because of their medical condition or the state that they find themselves in, like in the case of Ramon, who was bedridden for over 30 years, and he has been fighting so that they could let him go and rest in peace, but they didn't want to let him die. So that's a very difficult situation for him, who was in the bed for such a very long time, for so many years, fighting over his life, his freedom to die in dignity, but his family and the society and the law did not allow him to die and to end his life. So it's still a very controversial topic in different countries, and in other countries it's very illegal to allow someone to commit an assisted suicide. So that's it for my presentation. This is the list of the references that I use for my work. Thank you so much.